Hey guys, AP357, and we are taking a review of the GBC Studios high grade or 144 scale Gundam Exia from, of course, Gundam 00. And okay, first of all, I love this kit. It's really good. It has some issues, especially one major issue I'll talk about in the articulation, but I managed to get this guy off from AliExpress just for $22. It's not bad, but it's really good for the price range of it. And I can't tell if it's a bootleg party or a third party model kit, but it is based on the metal build Gundam Exia. But for now, let's talk about the box. Of course, the box, it's in, that language I can't tell. Yuan BB Ordinate type. I probably butchered that. It's just a plain brown looking box. Nothing really on the side. Just the scan on the logo of the model kit. Okay, now, the Gundam Exia. Let's take a good look up of it. Of course, love it since it is a scaled down version of the metal build, which I love the metal build design. I love especially the Gundam Exia metal build. It looks awesome. And let's see, aesthetically, it looks sick. It looks, of course, it's based on the metal build, so of course it will look good. Then there's literally no paint, so it's just full plastic. For what they're going with, yeah, it's not bad. There's only like a few corrections that you have to do about if you want it to be anime accurate or accurate to the source. Really, the only thing you have to paint is the yellow vents on the head and the in a gunmetal color under the how should I say this, the armpit area, I guess. Yeah, and that's really, oh yeah, and also you have to paint this middle section part of over here metal, yikes, can I say it? Just gray. So that's really all for you have to paint. For stickers, of course, as you can see, there are stickers in the jewel or the condensers. So as you can see, the 001, and then you can see right here 001. You can't see it, but it's just very dark. And then there are the GN wires, our stickers, and of course the cameras and eyes. Eyes are stickers. Completely forgot about the these dark pieces right here underneath the feet are stickers, and these little tiny black piece, if you can focus, this little tiny strip piece is also a sticker. So for accessories, of course, accessories on the model kit, which is the very cool fist hands, which I really love. I dig it. And the 4 pairs of GN Saber hilt, which is just on a peg. It has a peg hole, and that's really it for on it. Now, for accessories out of it, first let's take a good look at the manual. I know it's not accessory, but of course you got the basic manual, nothing like that. Word. Then you got the daggers and clean, all that good stuff. Alright. We got a pair of widespread hands, or opening hands, you could say. Of course, based on the metal build. It looks sick. I haven't panel lined it because I just don't like panel lining in general. And my ink is about to run out, so it'll just look weird. Oh, okay, I guess. nice skull. Ooh, nice. Fully detailed. You can see all the nice color around it. And I dropped it because it is super tiny. How you plug it is just the regular type plug-in is the, of course, opening here, right here. And then some pair of other hands you can wield, or he can use, are some gripping hands. As you can see, there's two pairs. As you can see, this is just like a regular high grade type of gripping hands. It's not small, but it's pretty big. Of course, it's also on a ball joint, so you can just plug it in. I'm just gonna be saying, just be careful because if you move them a lot, they pop out really easily. So, yeah, just be careful to mind on that. Okay, here is one accessory, which is the nice GN shield. It doesn't have the opening gimmick just like the RG. It doesn't have that, unfortunately, but aesthetically wise, it is really good. I love the details, especially this. I wish you can slide this down and up, but I guess you can't. Of course, I'm very bad. You can see some nub marks right here. I kind of rushed it a bit. See some nice panel lining coming out over here, and the nice vents. Oh, love it. How you plug this in, it's just, you see there is a plug. Of course, for every double kit, first season, I guess, there is a plug hole, and boom. Then we got two pairs of long beam sabers. Excuse me. Nice pearlescent pink. Problem is they are a hard plastic, so be careful when you're using them. Plug in is, of course, if you ever had a high grade Exia, then your good old typical pink beam sabers. But just be careful because they are hard plastic, I say. Just a little note on that. Then the other pair are the GN short and long blades. As you can see, they are just white. They're just plain white with a blue, blue armor plate on top of it. Which, this is supposed to be gray, but I get it because, I'm time with that. How you plug it in is there is a hole for both of these. And how you are able to plug it in is with this extra hip piece. As you can see, there is a peg. How you plug it in is on these pieces right here, where you can just pop them off. Of course, they are in these double pegs, so it'll be secure. It won't pop off on you, unlike the dang HG, where it is just straight up a circle. But do mind, they are pretty hard to take off. Especially the ones without the peg. Now you just plug it in and wada bing wada boom. That's literally all you can do. But I do mind, be careful of these because of course they are on a peg and they severely limit the hip joints. Unfortunately, be careful on that. Okay, then we have the GN sword. Sick. Really love it. Love the nice steel color, the course condenser, everything. There's nothing in the back, just blue, but hey, it's fine. I do say you might want to shave down the peg joint on the GN handle, the GN sword's handle, because it was super tight. It was really, really tight. I couldn't pull it out. I couldn't pull it out like this, so I had to cut down the peg hole and then sand it a bit so it wouldn't be as tight. So how you plug it in is just super simple. try to, it's just how like the HD works. HD Gundam Exia, if you ever had the HD Gundam Exia, is pretty okay. It popped off on me. That's cool. It's fine. I'm slowly losing my mind. Plug it in, it's boom. Then there's a peg hole, and there's the scary. Can I just like? I forgot. I'll just show you the articulation. So, of course, typical GN sword. It can swing like this, and it has like, of course, this type of joint right here for the peg, a swivel to like increase its range. Then it's just excuse me. Then just plug it in like so, and then line it up, and boom. There we go. Just be careful on when you're trying to rotate it, because it does hit the GN sabers on the back. So yeah, I'm just gonna. So for another accessories, mainly just some extra accessories that you can just add on whenever you like. Or where is the other? I think I dropped it, didn't I? Hold up. Some other accessories is this extra V-fin, where it has this little tiny gap in between it, whereas this version, it doesn't have a gap. I don't know what this is for, but I'm assuming this is the I think this is the version of the I-type, because as you can see, there's another faceplate where you can use it as the Gundam Exia I-type. You can't see it very well. If I can focus it. No, it's just showing my hand. But, there you go. As you can see, there are 2 eyes on each of its face. But, of course, if you want to create the Gundam Exia I-type, you have to paint this whole thing red. Yeah, paint it the whole red. And then the other accessory are these pieces where you can make it into Trans Am type, which is sick. Like it, but the green looks better. Green looks better. This is also a accessory if you want it. The GN wires, they're also like made out of flexible plastic, and they're not stickers. Especially these, they are not stickers. They're actual pieces. And finally, the last one are some decal sheets. Nice, awesome decal sheets. Now, finally, we get to the articulation now. So, for the head, it can go up very far, down this far, it can go 360. If the fins over here won't bother it, or hit it. Side to side, it has a double ball joint, so you can chicken neck. Do say the head might feel very loose, but don't worry, it's just on the articulation, because it wants it to be smooth like that, but it might be a little loose, but it's fine. These yellow fin parts can go down. The arms are a little bit disappointing. So these pylons over here, they're on a hinge joint, so they can go side to side, only that far. It can go up this far, down that far, since it's on a ball joint underneath it. The arms can go 360. For some reason, if you try to move it, these pegs just pop out a bit. I don't know why, but just kind of looks ugly, but you can just always pop them back in. The shoulder pylons can go down this far, up that far, but if you want a little bit more range, you can just increase length so you can get as much as articulation as you can. The arm, disappointingly, cannot go up that far, disappointingly. Of course, this is a full rubbery plastic, so it won't hinder any articulation. This is on a hinge, so not on a hinge, but it's on a swivel joint, so you can go 360. There's a double joint. Okay, here's one of the major flaws about this. This lower joint right here is way beyond tight, like super tight. And I popped the arm. So the upper joint is fine, but you can't really fiddle with this. That's very scary. I did sand mine. I did sand my lower peg. Just before you build it, make sure you sand the lower peg down, because for some reason they made it extremely super tight to a point where you can't even move it. And I heard or seen some images of this lower joint actually broke on other people's copies. So make sure you just sand down the lower peg joint, and I think it'll be fun. And then we got the, of course, ball joint, but be careful since there's literally no extension to the hands. So yeah. The waist, you can't go side to side at all, so only thing you can do is just go down that far. Yeah. It barely too little, but I guess it works. Then this is on a peg, so 360. Then these back pieces can go up that far, then down that far. I heard that this copy of mine, or the copies, these joints pop out, not joints, but these armor pop out like frequently, so just be careful on that. Probably the best part of the figure are the legs. So side skirts, you can cut them off, of course. Go up that far before the whole armor piece pop off. The legs go up this far. It has a double joint. Nice. I completely forgot. These interior pieces right there are also stickers. Then this can move back that far, which is awesome. And one of the very few best articulations of a Exia figure are beautiful spread. I love when Exias have a spread gimmick. Not even a gimmick, just spread in general. So this, of course, I show a double joint. This also has another joint in here, which is sick. I do say you might want to use a bit of super glue right here, because they are very loose. The kneecaps are very loose. These pylons over here can move up and down. Then, of course, pivot nicely down, up that far. With this, you can go up that far. And since it's on a ball joint, unlimited articulation. Fortunately, you cannot go up and down because the HE had it, but this unfortunately doesn't, but it does not need it. For size comparison, here's the HG Freedom Gundam and the HG Bootleg Hyokban Mark II. And here's the real grade Gundam Exia and the Robot Spirits Gundam as straight out Type F. Overall, this is one of the very few best third-party or bootleg Gundam Exia model kit I ever seen. It has, of course, aesthetically, it's awesome. It's based on the Metal Build. If you like the Metal Build series, It's really good. But in terms of articulation, especially on the upper section this time instead of the lower section of the body, the upper section could be improved. Otherwise, it's decent. I really wish, especially on the upper arm and the waist section right here, could improve with more articulation. So yeah, but for a $20 high grade kit that's based on the metal build, and it has nice color separation too. All to that. And it's just missing the short beam sabers effect pieces, but hey, I guess you could just find it off from your good old HG Gundam Exia online on the boxes. But overall, it's a decent model kit. If you're a metal build fan who likes 1/44 scale, this is a Exia that you want to get. Like and subscribe, like a comment if you want me to do more bootleg kits like these, actual good ones, and other kits. So yeah, goodbye.